Shalom, you countastical being, you. It is I, your friendly neighborhood Rabbi John Carrier, delighted to be almost done counting the Omer with you. Don't get me wrong, it's been a blast, but I'm also excited for us to complete this work and move on to the holy day of Shavuot. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have 5 more days to count. Down to one hand now, y'all. And this week, we're talking about Malkhut, the final divine attribute that we're studying during the Omer, and it's that attribute that emanates not from the heavenly realm, but rather from the earthly realm when it is in alignment with the heavenly realm. Yesterday, I shared with you my favorite text from the Mishnah of Pirkei Avot on how to get the earthly in alignment with the heavenly, or rather the personal in alignment with the holy. And the more we can do that, the more successful we can be. With that in mind, today I want you to think about your Malkhut role model. Who's one person who embodies this kind of alignment with highest values and the day-to-day? This could be a person from the Torah. This could be a character from recent or ancient history. Could be somebody that you grew up with, or maybe even somebody in your own family or group of friends. Who's one person more than any other who embodies this kind of integrity, this alignment of the ideal and the real? I know for me, a person that I talk about all the time is my dad. He has, in my experience, always been a person of integrity, somebody who came from very humble beginnings, was raised by a single mom since age 3, came from a family with not a long history of formal education, but absorbed from an early age that education was the way to improve oneself, improve one's situation, and then having achieved that education, turned around and became an educator because he saw that by sharing those values, he could improve the lives of other people as well. And when he retired on about 20 years ago, he was the president of a college, even after he told me growing up where he didn't have his own pair of shoes until the first day he went to school. To me, that's the epitome of somebody who absorbs and forms certain values and then lives a life in accordance to those values and then expresses those values to others. Now I'm curious, who's your Malkhut role model? Who's somebody in your life or in your experience or in your reading whose insides match their outsides and whose ideals are expressed in the reals? That's our question of the day. I'd love to see your answers in our Facebook group, in our YouTube channel. Maybe send me an email if you feel like sharing it that way, or write it down in your journal so you can look back on it later in the week. And don't forget to count day number 45 of the Omer tonight after sundown. Until next time, friends, peace.